Sexual reproduction in human beings. Which are the hormones that control the functions of human reproductive system through chemical coordination? We have seen that in case of male, the hormone is testosterone, and in case of women, the hormones estrogen and progesterone. They control the functions of reproductive systems. Why has Government of India enacted the law to fix minimum age of marriage 18 in girls and 21 in boys? Because up to that age the physical and mental maturity for the process of reproduction is not completed. So we have studied in the chapter of heredity and variation that men have XY sex chromosome whereas women have XX sex chromosome. Reproductive system with specific organs develop in the body of men and women due to these sex chromosomes. X chromosome is present in men and women both, whereas Y chromosome is present only in men. Now we shall study the structure and functions of human reproductive system. Human male reproductive system. Male reproductive system of humans consists of testes, and you can see the two testes over here. Then various ducts and glands. You can see the urinogenital duct over here. Here it is urinogenital duct. Seminal vesicles are present here. Ejaculatory duct, you can see it over here. Then various glands like prostate gland is there, copper gland is there. So all these glands and duct, they help in human reproductive system, male reproductive system. The testes contain numerous seminiferous tubules. Germinal epithelium present in the tubule divide by meiosis to produce the sperm cell, that is the male gametes. Those sperms are sent forward through various tubules. Sequence of these tubules are rete testes, vas efferens, epididymis, vas deferens, ejaculatory duct and urinogenital duct. As the sperms are pushed forward from one duct to the next, they become mature and able to fertilize the ovum. Seminal vesicles secrete their secretion in the ejaculatory duct, whereas prostate gland and Copper's gland secrete their secretion in the urinogenital duct. You can see it over here that seminal vesicle and prostate gland, they secrete their secretions in ejaculatory duct, whereas Copper gland secrete the secretion in the urinogenital duct. Seminal vesicles secrete into ejaculatory duct, whereas prostate gland and Copper gland secrete their secretion in the urinogenital duct. Semen is formed from sperms and secretions of all these glands. Semen is ejaculated through the penis. All the organs of male reproductive system are paired except this urinogenital duct, penis and scrotum. Length of each epididymis is about 6 meters. Length of a sperm is about 60 micrometers. 60 micrometer is 60 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter, which is, if we make 1 lakh part of a meter, then out of the 1 lakh part, 6 parts long is the sperm. So sperm is very small in size. Such a small sperm has to cross a distance of approximately 6.5 meters while passing out the male reproductive system. Sperm needs large amount of energy. For that, fructose is present in the semen. Then human female reproductive system. All organs of female reproductive system are in abdominal cavity. It includes a pair of ovaries. You can see the ovaries over here. A pair of oviducts. You can see the oviducts over here. A single uterus and vagina. Besides, a pair of bulbourethral gland is also present. Generally, every month an ovum is released in the abdominal cavity alternately from each ovary. Free end of oviduct is funnel-like. An opening is present at the center. Oocyte, that means the egg cell, enters the oviduct through that opening. Cilia are present on the inner surface of the oviduct. These cilia push the oocyte towards the uterus. So this way, in one of the oviducts, egg cell is released and it is pushed forward. Then gamete formation. Both gamete, that is sperm and ovum, are formed by the process of meiosis. Sperms are produced in the testes of man from the beginning of maturation, that is puberty, till death. However, in case of women, at the time of birth, 2 to 4 million immature oocytes are present in the ovary of the female fetus. An oocyte matures and is released from ovary every month from the beginning of maturity till the age of menopause, which is approximately 45 years of age. Menopause is the stoppage of functioning of female reproductive system. At the age of about 45 to 50 years, secretion of hormone controlling the functions of female reproductive system either stops or becomes irregular. This causes the menopause. Fertilization. Fertilization of zygote by union of sperm and ovum. The formation of zygote by the union of sperm and ovum is called fertilization. Fertilization is internal in human. In case of fishes and amphibian, fertilization is external. That means the male and female shed their eggs in large number in water at the same place at the same time. Then fertilization, that means the fusion of the male gamete and the female gamete, occurs in the water and zygotes are also formed in water. This is external fertilization, external development. In case of reptiles and birds, fertilization is internal. That means the fertilization, that is the fusion of male gamete and female gamete, it takes place inside the female body, but then the zygote is covered by different layers which has stored food and protective shell, and then eggs are laid by the female. So development of the fetus in case of reptiles and birds occur outside the body of the female. So it is internal fertilization, external development. In case of all mammals including human being, fertilization is also internal and development is also internal. That means the development of fetus occurs inside the female body. Semen is ejaculated in the vagina in the process of copulation. Sperms in number of few millions start their journey by the route of the vagina, then uterus, then oviduct. One of those few million sperm fertilize the only ovum in the oviduct. From the age of puberty up to the age of menopause, that means from the age 10 to 17 years to the age of 45 to 50 years, ovum is released every month from the ovary. Out of 2 to 4 million ova, approximately only 400 oocytes, that means from the age 10 to 17, approximately we can take 15, and 45 to 50 we can approximately take 48. So it's around 32 to 33 years, and in this year every month, so multiplied by 12, so this accounts for approximately 400 to 500 oocytes are released, and remaining oocytes undergo degeneration. Here you can see various sperm, millions of sperm of there, 50% sperm they carry X chromosome, 50% sperm carry Y chromosome. Oocyte always has X chromosome. Out of this millions of sperm, only one sperm is able to fertilize the oocyte. Oocytes are released from ovary during last few months nearing the age of 40 to 50 years of age. Their ability of division has been diminished till now. Due to this, they cannot complete mitotic division properly. Such oocytes, if they are fertilized, newborn produce may have some abnormalities like Down syndrome. Hence, the motherhood after the age of 40 is not recommended. It may produce some abnormalities, some genetic abnormalities like Down syndrome. The chromosome number in the germ cell producing gametes is diploid, that is 2n. It includes 22 pairs of autosomes and 1 pair of sex chromosome. So in case of male, it's either 22 plus X or 22 plus Y in the sperm cell. Whereas in case of female, it's always 22 plus X in the oocyte, that is female gamete. So if the sperm having X chromosome is able to fertilize the egg cell, then a girl child is born. And if the sperm having Y chromosome is able to fertilize the oocyte, then the XY combination is produced and the boy child is born. Both sperms and oocytes are produced by meiosis. In case of sperms, the process of mitotic division is completed before the sperm leave the male reproductive tract. In case of oocyte, the process of mitotic division completes after ovulation, that is during fertilization in the oviduct. Then development and birth. Zygote formed after fertilization in the oviduct undergoes repeated mitotic division and the embryo is formed. Meanwhile, it is pushed towards the uterus. Once it reaches the uterus, it is implanted and further development occurs after implantation. An organ called placenta is formed for supply of food and oxygen during the growth in uterus. Embryonic development is completed approximately within 9 months after fertilization. The man is totally responsible whether the couple will have a boy or a girl child. Because during zygote formation, man contributes either X or Y chromosome. Whereas female or the woman, she always contributes X chromosome. At the time of fertilization, if X chromosome comes from the male, the child will be a girl child, and if the Y chromosome comes from the man, then it will be a boy child. Thinking of this, we see that it is not right to consider the mother responsible for the girl child. It's the chromosome contributed by the man which is responsible for the boy or the girl child. So we must take effort to stop female foeticide.